Series is here, the largest tabletop tournament in the country with 289 stores and thousands of players competing in 6 games. Ascension, King of Tokyo, Munchkin, Nevermore, Epic Spell Wars 2, and Villagers and Villains.
Players are competing for a trip to Las Vegas to play in the finals on October 28th for a total cash prize pool of $250,000.
It's true, we've been all across the country.
We are here in Ontario, California at GameWorks.
It is week 2 in Austin. We're at the Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
We are talking to you about Unrivaled. We are here in Atlanta for Unrivaled. We found some winners here, hopefully, in Chesapeake.
Woo! It is Saturday, so you know what that means. Tabletop gaming. We're here at Hex & Company Games in New York, New York.
With a few weeks of regionals left, there is still a chance to compete and be crowned the Unrivaled champion. As the summer sun sets, the fall harvest begins, Justin. We're here in Newport, Kentucky with Unrivaled, and hopefully it will reap a benefit full of players who are going to be going on their way to Las Vegas. How you doing today, buddy? Are you excited? We're here in Kentucky. It's beautiful, right?
Oh, not only am I excited, I'm really excited.
Oh man, he is. He's really. I know why you're really excited. I want to talk about it. Yes, I'm back.
You're back. Thank you for coming back.
I came back. The reason I left was to grow a beard. It took me a week, and now I'm back with it. And with me comes more epic gameplay, as we are about to see.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. You did miss a great regional though in New York.
What did I miss? I didn't think I missed anything. You told me I wasn't in fact, I don't even think people knew I was gone.
King of Tokyo was fascinating. We saw our winner right there. Not leave Tokyo once. You missed that.
You mean Ezra?
Yes, Ezra.
Oh, I watched the stream.
I was testing him. I had to test him.
Thank you.
I had to test him.
Ezra, and well, what else happened then? What happened in Ascension?
Ascension. That was by far the quickest paced game of Ascension, the best game of Ascension. The winner, final winner, had 101. Who was the final winner?
Let me guess. It was probably Chris, who was on his way to Las Vegas.
Yes.
And played an amazing game. Okay, it was a great game. What was Munchkin was probably a horrible game then.
Well, it started off that way, but then we saw some crazy, crazy Munchkin game. But enough talking about it. You don't want to hear me talk about it. Let's just look at a video for you to get caught up to date.
I feel like you don't even need me. Let's check it out.
We're here at Hex & Company Games in New York, New York. We're going to toss to our first game, which is our final table of King of Tokyo. Let's take a look. We got 4 threes right off the bat. Good roll. That's 4 points right there. To get points, you need a 3 of a kind. So a good start for Ezra right there. Put himself at 4 victory points. Here's Ben's first roll. 1 goes flying, but he's going to re-roll that again. Hopefully it's a 3.
All right, I'll take these.
And he does get that 3, so there's 3 points for Ben right there. Her second roll. See, another smash throw on the board. Laura's going smash happy right now.
So you get 1 energy.
So 3 smashes and an energy. Not a bad turn for Laura right there. Ben stays in Tokyo.
It's your turn, and you go from 18 to 20.
And because he stays in Tokyo, the entire game gets the 2 points and is the champion of King of Tokyo. Wow. A quick game.
Ezra, how does it feel? It feels great. It's kind of surreal. It's a quick game.
But right now, let's toss it into some Munchkin. Oh, I'm excited for this one.
See if this works. I'm gonna look for trouble.
Okay.
And he's beating me 14-1.
You have died.
Oh man.
There we go.
We see Thomas right there finally steal a card using the thief technique.
First was
Level 10, 3,872 orbs.
roll 1 or 2. You are dead again. Have fun.
Okay, I am going to use this convenient addition error to go up a level. And I'm going to invoke obscure rules to go up a level. And I will bribe the GM with food to go up a level.
Oh, Danielle is
card
going crazy right now with going up a level.
9, 4, and 5 makes me 18. I will use a magic missile and an electric radioactive acid potion. Both are +5, making it 28 to 27.
Ooh.
Okay, with that, you have won
There
by
it
killing 3
is.
monsters for that final 1 level.
Whoa.
Congratulations, man.
Epic last battle.
Draw a card. Draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. I will give you this because it's being banished. Let us play the Arhar Templar against the Method for 2.
All right. Playing Snapdragon. Discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. I am discarding an Apprentice, drawing 2 cards.
That doesn't do much.
Oh, look at that, another Apprentice. I'm done.
Alrighty, let's see what I can do. It's not in my hand right now. I gotta go fishing for it.
Let's see what I would have had.
All right, Chris, let's see it. Oh, Master D thrown on the board.
All my cards are right now. It's gonna be on the bottom of the deck with the mistake of creation.
What a turn going on right here for Chris. This could be this could define it.
I'm gonna take one last turn.
What a move right there. He banishes that construct to do another turn. That could have been the game right there. Who is going to come out on top and find their way to Las Vegas?
101.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That was
An unprecedented
amazing.
101
Honestly,
honor.
that last turn really made me win, so congratulations, man.
Woo! See what you missed, Tim? That's what you missed when you're not here. You only get that in the Unrivaled tournament.
I don't get it. You told me go away, grow a beard, come back. You're probably not going to miss much, and I missed 3 incredible games.
Yeah.
That Ascension game was phenomenal.
Off the chain. Off the chain.
The chain was taken off. And the Munchkin game, even, that was amazing seeing Brian toss out that Wanda Dowsey.
Yes.
Literally solicited help from someone, stole a level from the
Much
person
like
who
how we play,
solicited
I
help.
do that to you. Just take your levels all the time.
I like helping you. I don't know why I get sucker. I'm a sucker. Am I a sucker? I'm like the guy who
You're not
goes
a
into the
sucker.
bank so happy.
But I'm a sucker for more gaming. We got that today here in Newport, Kentucky. What are you looking forward to?
I am pumped. I'm really pumped. I think we've got some Ascension coming up. In fact, I want to see who is going to be going to Las Vegas to compete for that $10,000 first place winner.
Let's go. Let's go straight to it right now. No bother waiting.
Yeah.
No bother waiting. Let's go to it right now.
Man, we got a table of 4.
4-player Ascension. It's
4-player Ascension is amazing.
different than the 3 players we saw last week.
And let's actually meet our players. Something while CJ's probably talking to them a little bit about the rules. We've got Joseph there in that red polo. We got Grant. Sonny has that hat with that Rick and Morty shirt. That's your big fan of Rick and Morty.
Hey, Morty. Hey, Morty.
Not perpendicular. No, he says go perpendicular. I got to learn Pickle Rick. My first episode for all my audience, all of our audience fans out there. I just learned what Rick and Morty is, and we got Joey. So it's going to be a cool game of Ascension.
Yes, indeed.
There's your honor pool out there.
How many honor for 4 players?
120, Justin. 120 honor, and that is a lot of honor.
A lot higher than I can count. So we see Wolf Shaman, Arbiter of the Precipice, Watchmaker's Altar, Tormented Soul.
Ooh, why was I cast down here?
Nice Tormented Soul.
Thank you. You want me
Sea
to do my
Tyrant.
Sea Tyrant? And
Emery.
It looks like Emery, one with the
big one.
He's not 2 with the Void.
He's 1.
A solid 1. So Justin, in a 4-player game of Ascension, do you have any particular strategies you like to implement while, you know, for maybe our first-time players out there? Any advice? You're really good at advice.
Yeah, well, 4 players different. We saw the 3 players. Last week, we saw their strategy was to draw as many cards. So pick up cards that allow you to just go through your deck quickly. That's how I like to use it. I kind of like go with the Void. I like to go with the Void right away and then branch off into maybe Lifebound and then get those Mechana constructs to build my honor pool up.
Right, and for those of you who may be new to the game somewhat, those mech constructs are going to give you equal honor to rune ratio, which is huge. It's huge. And we see 3 on the board right there. We've got the Great Design, Watchmaker's Altar, and a Hedron Cannon. So if there's a chance to score a couple of those right away, you're looking at a jump ahead of the others if you can grab 1 or 2 of those.
Oh, Watchmaker's Altar already off the board.
And they're cruising pretty quick. I love watching players who know their Ascension. He's probably in that Kentucky Jam right now.
Taking a good look at the board. Again, punching the cultist gives you 1 honor.
Yep.
Mystic out there for 3 runes to buy. Heavy infantry for 2. Those are based on essentially what you're going to use your strategy. If there's a lot of monsters on the board, you want to get those heavy infantry. And then if you really want to go for that buying power, you need those mystics. More so in the beginning of the game than later in the game.
It's always intriguing to me who goes first, and maybe we're going to figure out exactly who went first here in a second. But we saw that was clutch last week, right?
Yeah.
What ended up happening? Was it Chris that he chose not to end his turn because he knew it would cycle through one more time? So you kind of have to know, right?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that. How does that work?
So if you go first and the person before you or leads you to your next turn finishes the game and all the honor's gone, then it ends there. However, if it gets back to your turn and you're the first person that goes and there's still honor on the board, then everyone has to go again. Right. And we saw Chris do that, knowing that if he doesn't deplete the honor right away, he's going to get another chance to go. Goes again, uses the Tablet of Times Dawn, banishes that construct to get to go another turn, essentially going 2 times, and that was the difference in the game between him.
It's like when Costco's out of Frosted Flakes. Like, you don't want to be the last person to take that box. You want to wait till they come in with 5 more so that you know you've got 2 boxes to feed the family.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
I'm something there.
So we see 2 Mechanic constructs on the board, 1 thrown up right there. That is the Watchmaker's Altar. We also see a Rocket Courier.
Watchmaker's Altar, one of my favorite cards in the game, I think. I mean, I don't know. It depends on what I'm playing that night. I actually, like you, I'm like a cab Sov guy when it comes to Ascension. I like a good blend, if that makes sense. But Watchmaker's Altar is going to give you that 1 rune. You can spend it only to acquire mech constructs, which is clutch if you've got a Hedron Link out there, because all of a sudden all those constructs on the board are going to be mech constructs.
Yep, as we see a Shade of the Black Watch thrown down along with some heavy infantry and a militia, so big power. We're going for that Sea Tyrant, knocking out that Sea Tyrant right there. Good attack right there, replaced with a Spike Vixen, so a little Mechana, a little Void out there on the board right now, taking that Spike Vixen, so we see a little Void construct, or the Void faction little going over there on the right side.
Hey, we got a Mephit back out there. Do you have a favorite monster when you see one come up that you know you will all of a sudden go monster heavy?
I like that Avatar.
Will you shift your strategy if you see a monster?
I like an Avatar of the Fallen if we're going to talk about that, because you banish it, gets you a bunch of honor, but you also get to choose to defeat a monster or gain a hero without paying its price.
Right.
As we see the Grand Design picked up right there, replaced with a Shadow Star. So again, another Void construct. The Void factions are up there too. Interesting to see.
So I've been playing recently, and you guys, if you're out there, you can play in the app. Most of you guys know that the app is available. Very, totally worth it, especially because you can get all the expansion sets, play online, all that stuff. Just go into to your app or your droid and type in Ascension. One of my favorite monsters I've really been playing with a lot that I will, for the bargain, is totally worth it. Because if you sack 2 heavy infantry, a Corrosive Widow, or not a Corrosive Widow, I'm so sorry, Mistake of Creation. And for me, like, that card is one of the most powerful monsters, mainly because you don't have to completely shift your strategy to power-based. You can still get it for cheap. And it allows you to banish a card in the center and your deck. So it's a great way to keep your deck thin, without having to really overload your power.
And we see that Flytrap Witchstone on the board. That she will give you 2 honor and allow you to draw a card, as we see that Hedron Cannon get banished and get replaced with a Shade of the Black Watch. So we see a little bit of banishment going on early, defeating the monsters here and there.
The cannon's in the void. Oh no, we'll never see it again. Or will we? We won't. Actually, never. Once it enters the void, it's essentially like going to the landfill in Long Beach. You never see it again.
So we take a look. A lot of back and forth. Shade of the Black Watch being thrown right there. So
with the Spike Vixen combo.
Yes. So thinning that deck over there. As Tormented Soul goes gone, and we see the Muramasa. What does the Muramasa do, and how do you like to use the Muramasa?
I like to use it because it's a big flaming sword, and nothing gets me going like a big flaming sword of power. It's going to give you 3 power, so a great way to destroy monsters. But again, that card's probably going to be on the board for a while, knowing we've got...
Would not be surprised to see that card banished, just because it's not a card that a lot of people can get up to, especially early on in the game when the card count is low for your deck and you don't have as much buying power. We also see a Runic Lycanthrope on the board, so a couple Lifebound, a couple Void, and then we see, there we go. There we go, the Tablet of Time's Dawn.
Ooh!
Saw that last week, making its presence known right now.
I didn't see it, but I saw it later last week. Speaking of later, you can watch us on Twitch, YouTube,
Smashcast,
all of our streams.
Difficulties trying to get the gameplay audio back online. For now, you're going to hear our great voices.
I told them, Justin, I told them.
Well, I wanted to sound...
I was hungry and I ate through one of the cables. You told me, you said we would meet for breakfast, and then you went alone to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
And so I'm here gnawing on rubber, and I bit a little too hard.
It happens. Not to me, but to you, I guess.
So you're looking at the board right now. You have any choice cards that you're going after? Are you getting that Tablet of Time's Dawn early so you know it's in your deck? Or are you still...
I would say I like the Flytrap Witch, especially when your deck's early, because you're going to get 2 honor right away, plus you're drawing a card. As we see, a Mechana Initiate replaces a Mechana Initiate.
That's Inception.
It's 2 Apprentices and 2 Mystics, so that's a bunch of buying power, and there we see it. A good pickup. The Grand Design, I believe, is what it was.
Twofold
Ascara thrown on the board. So, a couple honor. We got 8 honor over there. Can't quite see who that is once we get the
If you
vision.
can imagine their hands, then you can imagine their faces. So just think about which hand goes to which player, and you'll know. Emery won with the Void still sitting out there. Again, now it's going to be interesting because we've got a decent amount of high runed cards out there with the Emery, with the Cetra.
It's maybe a time where we're going to see more Mystic spot, more heavy infantry spot, punching the cultists here and there.
For me, Cetra is probably my least favorite of the heroes for the cost.
Yeah.
You know, her power being essentially you can take any hero and put it to the top of your deck, but by the time you can afford her, I feel like you've gathered most of the heroes that you need. Obviously, it's awesome if you're in a pinch where you know there's something on the board that you have to have, and you know you need the runes for it. You can just pick up a Mystic and get the extra 2, put it right on the top of your deck, and know that that's coming. So we still haven't seen an Arbiter out there. I'd love to see an Arbiter.
Sunny throwing down a couple Mystics right there, along with 2 Apprentices.
So some 6 buying power.
So going for...
There he is.
Emery, as you see, gets replaced with a Druids of the Stone Circle.
I'm thinking about stones. I'm thinking about buying heroes.
Singing, singing, singing.
See, that to me is better. The Druids.
Yes.
Just because for price-wise, like you know that you can pick up a Mystic right away. Same thing, only it's a cost of 3 or less.
Strategies are interesting here. We only see 2 constructs thrown out there right now, but we do see Sunny in the left-hand corner of your screen has a couple of Void constructs. I did see that Muramasa. I did see that Shadow Star.
And now we know that Sunny's got Emery.
Yeah.
So we'll see a little bit of a power shift for him.
There's the Flytrap Witch getting purchased, replaced with another Sea Tyrant.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Does no one like Tom Jones? Why?
No. I mean, yes.
I feel like you don't even know who Tom Jones is.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny that. As a Runic Lycanthrope thrown on the board, sitting next to that Tablet of Time's Dawn. Very interesting board right now.
Pairing that Runic Lycanthrope, again, you pair it with another Lifebound, which we haven't seen a ton of Lifebounds taken, so I don't know who possibly is going erring on that side of faction. But, you know, if you play another
And there's the Runic getting purchased, replaced, and there's an Aha!
You scared me.
Shade of the Black Watch, coupled with a couple militias and heavy infantry, says goodbye to that sea tyrant right there. That was a big buy.
First of all, he lives in the ocean, which is a wet zone. And secondly, if an opponent has more than one construct, that player must destroy all but one construct he controls. So great way to get rid of people that are leaning heavy on construct. Oh my gosh,
there's the Miramaso and the Shadow Star. So power, Sunny over there on the left side is going to get power after power starting with these turns.
The void is pulsating with power over there. Look at, you can see him. Sunny's got swords, watches, altars, stars, all ready to destroy. And what's he gonna do?
Well, the problem is
there's no monsters on the board at the moment. And I mean, that stinks.
That's just a couple punches to the cultists, and those add up, but right now that's not what you want when you start having all this power for your turns.
But we all know the cultists can take it. More importantly, Sunny can probably take it because, as we know, that deck ratio, monster heavy. So ultimately,
but we see also 3 apprentices thrown out there. So he has 4 buying power with his runes.
Oh, and he's got that wolf, right?
So let's see if he sticks with the void. Oh,
he's gonna take the tablet.
I don't know. I think he's gonna go. I think he might go for a void. Maybe get another Shadow Star.
Oh, there he goes, spreading him wide. Let's see what he does. CJ possibly verifying the runage. What a fun word, runage.
Runage.
It's like hiccup. What a funny word, hiccup. Again, for those of you tuning in, our finals, our grand finals, we are inching closer to them. October 28th at the Jubilee Theater in
Las Vegas.
I love the way you say it. You're a man who knows Vegas.
I am Vegas.
I am Queens.
No.
Vegas.
You're more meta, Ian.
Stop it. That's so unfortunate.
Just the board, kind of got a mixture of everything right there, from left to right. Setrid, we got a Cetra, we got a Demon, Vixen, Shadow Star, Kowa the Formenser, Tablet of Times, Dawn, Druids of the Stone Circle.
I love it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that core, the Pharaohmancer.
Yeah.
You see them out there as we are still working on some stuff. J-Man, when you're playing Ascension, we know there's a couple other subsets of Ascension,
yes.
And you've played a couple. Do you have a favorite out there that you think about, like you're possibly like, oh, you know, I love the base of this. I love deck building. You know, what's my other Ascension go-to?
I currently like the Dreamscape.
You do? Dreamscape,
yes.
Dreamscape's a wonderful one.
I do. It's similar, but it also has a dimension with the
insight?
The insight,
yeah.
Sorry, I almost forgot.
No,
you gave me some insight.
I gave you a little. I just
that's a whole different ball game with the Ascension. It's essentially the same Ascension game, but the insight allows you to gain other powerful heroes that
it's
like pretty deadly.
It's like you've got a deck on the side, right? A deck within a deck. Inception. We're always back to Inception. I love that. I love the idea that you've kind of got your reserve pile, and you whooped us. You absolutely whooped us.
That may be the reason why I enjoy playing that game so much.
That was actually the reason I left for a week, was I was recovering from that beatdown. Probably somewhere, we couldn't even finish tallying it because we were late for a meeting, but somewhere in the neighborhood of easily over 100.
Oh yeah.
We've seen some great scores this entire tournament. We are 11 weeks in, and I challenged someone. I think the record, and I could be mistaken, we'll check with our producers, is 114 probably for our tournament at the moment, right? In our championship tables? Either 104 or 114. If you are out there and you've scored higher than that,
let us know.
Let us know, but more importantly, let us know.
Because we could be lying. We could definitely be lying. I could definitely say, yeah, it was 200.
You could, but you wouldn't do that to. You wouldn't do that to the
I
people.
wouldn't, but I know you would. I know you would.
That's not. I might. We want to know your strategy on Twitch. Check us out. Go to it. We'd love to know exactly what your high score is, possibly, and maybe how you got to that point. Justin, let's talk. We talked about it last week.
I talked about it last week.
I thought about it last week. What was your turning point in the game last week with Chris and Nevin and Jared? We're all playing a fantastic game. What really do you think really turned the point of, you know, lending it obviously into Chris's favor?
I know it happened so late in the game, but the Tablet of Time's Dawn.
Yeah, and we talked about that.
Everything we're so close to, everyone was so close, probably around that 80, 81, 82. Throws the Tablet of Times on, gets to go again, and he said it himself. Chris said it himself after he won, said that Tablet of Times on, I think, made the difference between him winning and him not taking home a trip to Vegas to the finale. So.
Right. And it's something that, and this is another challenge. I can't do it. I'm no Rain Man. I'm no Zach Galifianakis. But we don't, you know, card counting is a thing. Knowing your numbers is a thing in this game. It was kind of generous that I believe it was Nevin. He asked Nevin at one point how many cards he had in his deck, and I think Nevin kind of graciously nodded along as he gave him time to count. And that's one thing about this. You know, Munchkin, there's kind of a counter on when you have to act with the monster and combat. In Ascension, yes, we've got a time limit to the game, but there's no turn time limit. You could technically take the time that, you know, it would bore us.
Really think about it,
and we would not be happy with you. But you can take your time to think about how many cards and kind of process that. So that's something that I think is a little
interesting. And that's bigger later on in the game when the honor pool is starting to slow down a little bit. You really want to make sure you're grabbing cards that are going to have a benefit at the end of the game, but make sure that if it does come around to your turn again, you have to reshuffle your deck, that if those cards are played, they're going to have another effect. So yeah, the timer thing is big because beginning of the game, you like to see the game moving a little fast, a little quicker, kind of see how the feel of how everyone's playing, but as it dwindles down, you want to make sure every move is for sure that it's gonna help you out in the long run.
Right. I just checking our Twitch comments. Dinkleswerve says the high score is 1 billion. Dinkleswerve, you are not correct, sir. It is not 1 billion. I know that for a fact. So Ascension high scores. I am so pumped to see what our championship table at Vegas is going to throw out for an Ascension high score out there, because you know those players are going to play. You see what I did?
I did.
See what I did? I'm not proud of it. And they're going to be competing for 10,000 big ones. First place, second place. So we talked about Dreamscape. I've been playing War of Shadows on there, which I like. It's kind of different element aspect of the deck building is light and dark. They've got like a light and dark on there. It's like Toast, you know. And based on whether there's more light cards in the center, the mechanics go, it's center heavy affects how your deck is played, which is kind of
interesting
cool.
Concept. Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean,
it's something different than just the base game of Ascension.
Yeah.
The good thing about the expansions of Ascension is that all these games, they add a different aspect. They add a different element to just, you know, deck building. There's the Insight and the Dreamscape one. There's the Shadows that you're talking about and the one that you like. So that's the good thing about the Ascension expansions, and goes for a lot of other games. There's different elements added when there's the expansion packs. And when we talk about Munchkin, the Munchkin expansion packs or the Munchkin other themed ones, they're relatively the same, but the different monsters and the different cards allow you to kind of get a different feel that you're not playing the same old Munchkin game.
Right.
Not that the same old Munchkin game. I would stick with the same old Munchkin game.
If you were in the office yesterday before we flew, you took an earlier flight, you'd have known the pain I experienced from that same old Munchkin game, which never gets old. It's a good pain. I'm a masochist. So I think we both agree, we were really head over heels with what Stonblade and Ultra Pro are doing with Ascension, and obviously they just had the championships at Gen Con.
Yes, they did.
Which was huge. So if you're a first-time player, do you have any cards that you recommend when you see in the center row you know you have to take? Because if you read some of the threads, you can go on Board Game Geek, you can go on Reddit, check out. Most people will recommend that if there's an Arbiter of the Precipice on the board, it should be taken right away. Why is that?
That's what I was going to say. Because you banish a card, 1 for 1, and you get to draw cards, but you want to keep your
initiates actually.
Pretty much the
He's bought all of them so far.
They're all good cards.
You want those void constructs or the void
Really want
factions
that heavy
because more times than not, they're going to.
I don't think you're gonna buy all those up
for
a
a
turn. There's like
get rid of
like 20 something in there.
And at the end of the day, you want the thinnest deck, so you keep getting those power cards and those power turns. So when you're first starting off, go for void off at the bottom.
So you can cycle through right away?
Exactly.
Cetera goes away, is replaced by Shade of the Blackwatch.
There's a couple that, if you see it on the board, it's not going to last.
I'll use 1,
It
2,
usually
3,
gets
4,
taken right
5,
away.
6,
And
7, and
this
yeah,
is
start
this is
that.
something that leading maybe some of our Twitch followers
There you
talk
go.
to about.
Replaced by Corrosive Widow.
First turn
And
Ascension.
that's my turn.
When you guys are playing out there, do you find
You're
that
excited to lose the
first,
Grand
do
Design?
you have a tendency to win the game?
You guys lose more than I do.
Yeah, it looks like we're back. It looks like the stream is back up, hopefully. I fused together the cables with my gum, and we're looking at it, and it is there.
We see, so a little update on the score. We see the honor separator right there. We see the Grand Design and the Hedron Cannon.
Temple Librarian.
So it's CJ right there throwing the Temple Librarian.
Well, I have a pretty easy first. Unfortunately, I don't have my second construct in play, but I can kill the Corrosive Widow. Everyone loses a
And it
construct.
seems like we're back.
3 points your way, replaced by Corrosive Widow.
I've been waiting for those.
I'm going to take 2, give you a 5.
Thank you. And then one of my favorite card options, give me that Reactor Monk. Give me more chance to keep him from having lots of constructs.
Ooh, pick up of
Say
the
that like it's a
reactor.
bad
Avatar
thing.
Golem.
And an Avatar Golem, one of your favorite cards, gets thrown on
Oh,
the
yeah,
board
my
right
bad.
there, sitting next to the Druids of the Stone Circle and the Shade of the Black Watch. Also see a couple of monsters thrown on there, as well as a Temple Librarian hanging around. Sonny's still having those that Miramasa and Shadow Star constructs.
Again, that's that monster we talked about out there. One of my favorite to play. If you're smart, you do it. Mistake of Creation. Great way to banish your deck while pick up an immediate 4 points.
Give me a 3.
Lightbound Initiate.
I'll take a Cultist. You gotta get better at that. Giving me those 3 cost monsters.
See Joey right there, just hitting a cultist, very small, little move.
Yeah, I know.
There's like a method left, I think.
Joseph, along with
not a lot
Sonny,
left.
with rocking a sweet hat in my opinion, with the Rick and Morty shirt.
I get a Lifebound Initiate.
One apprentice, taking a Lifebound Initiate.
First card by.
Ozaya.
Ooh,
Big.
Ozaya thrown on the board.
A bigger sword than the Arha and more flames, which means more monster destruction. Kill any monster that's 6 or less.
No, he definitely needs it so he can kill things that the Muramasa can't kill.
I bet he banished
Like all like 5
Sonny
five
has an
things in the
apprentice
game.
and mystic in his hand.
I got the
6.
Temple Librarian.
Interesting to see how he plays that. He already has that power from the Shadow Stars.
And that power from
Temple
the
Librarian. It's a big library.
I think he's got like 8 killing power in that hand. He's fishing for a big 6-cost monster or 7.
I use these 4 to kill the Corrosive Widow.
Ooh, Sonny going for the Corrosive Widow right there, using a Shadow Star and Muramasa.
For all that
CJ
shit,
struggling
you
to
can-
pick that up, but we get it done.
6 points.
This is a great strategy by Sonny.
The Lidless Eye.
Not worth, not bad.
Seneca, the Lidless Eye replaces. Interesting card.
At the moment, it's awesome. Notice he's the only one with constructs on the board, using those monsters to prevent other people's constructs from staying out and giving them those.
The otter should just like make points.
And as you
but
say,
make
we
sound
see
effects
a
depending
Void
on how many points you
Thirster
score.
thrown onto the board. I believe by
Like
Grant.
10 or
I will
something.
start by getting the Temple
Yep.
Librarian.
And Grant is going to take the Temple Librarian. I almost said Temple of Librarian, but
Where's
just
my
one.
Snapdragon?
Well, Librarian's not a location.
And I'll kill the Mistake of Creation.
And Mistake of Creation, so 2 heavy infantry equals 4 power. 4 power equals Mistake of Creation.
Or a 5er?
I love your math.
Yep. So now I'm a hero heavy board. No monsters on the board. As I say that, the Snapdragon gets
Did you give me
banished.
the one for that too?
I did not.
What is it getting replaced with?
Since it is a
Ooh, a Burrower monster. One of those Mechanic constructs
Well, I
back on the
remember.
board.
You did.
I will play the Shade to get rid of another apprentice. I will.
So
drop
Joey's
Shadow
doing
Star.
smart.
Is Void Thirster even optional? Like, does it even give you the choice?
Place the
It
shade.
is,
gets
but
rid
it's
of
also
his
knowing what your
apprentice.
contract does in order to apply the effect to it.
Okay.
Brewer.
Bad banish crap.
Oh well.
And
Seer
have a
of
thin
the
enough
Forked
deck
Path.
to get it, but it's still early. I'm going big. I'll pass turn.
There you go, Joseph.
See if that pays off later.
It's got to. I'm behind. Or I'm keeping up, but
As
not
we
like
see
the
Joey
rest.
contemplating a move, what is he going to do right here?
Spend 4 by the Druid. And get a Cultist. I'll trade in 4 for 5, please.
The last
Your turn.
Militant by Librarian.
So lots of only void constructs on the playing field at the moment.
It's a voids
Seer
world.
of the Forked Path to draw a card. Spanish something.
So there we see the honor total, the score right there. Joseph currently in first,
Spanish
but we know that that is not the sole deciding factor. You got to build a great deck in order to win as well.
That's why it's called deck building.
Aesthetic of the lidless eye.
That was weird.
Watchmaker's Altar.
Oh, can he get it? Because if he can, you know he's going to take it.
Throwing down 2 more apprentices.
Seer of the Forked Path.
Taking the forked path.
Card draw ability.
Might be a bad idea. Let's see.
Saw that big last
Browser's
week. A lot of enlightened heroes to get those cards.
I'll spend
Good
these 4 to
pronunciation.
kill a
I can't say that word.
A pretty solid turn by Sonny right now.
Zeron,
Capitalize
Duke
with
of
the Corrosive
Lies.
Widow killing.
3 points. I'm going to take 2 from you. Give you a 5.
So smart.
You could have shown up earlier.
There's the Emery.
He can do it.
So that leaves me with 4. I'll
Bam.
kill the
That's
Cultist
huge.
twice.
So smart.
Did have 8.
Bloop, bloop.
Lots of.
Wait.
He didn't have enough. He already killed.
No,
He had already
he
killed.
He used it. I was paying attention to Twitch.
Thank you for adding that little sound effect.
Welcome.
You know that
I got to do
zero's
all
on
you
the
guys'
board, though,
turns
that's
too.
big.
You're doing a bang up job, CJ.
That could be a little game
Take
changer
these
if
as
I've ever
runes
seen one.
to get the watchmakers.
The altar?
Yeah.
Or the, yeah.
Mystic was a little hidden.
Watchmaker's Altar bot right
Pecan
there.
Initiate. Your favorite card.
Dude, you got one room
can't
left
afford
over?
it, no.
Oh, all right, I'll leave it on the board for you. I promise.
I'll kill the cultists.
Promise.
Here's one for
I gotta say,
You win the game
Ascension
with 3
Banter is one of my
Yeah,
favorite
like
games.
if you win by like 3 points, like you were the mastermind the whole time.
I'm kidding. I love it. I love it. We encourage bantering at the table.
I'm so disappointed that you killed my Shadow Star.
You know, things happen.
I'm so
Widow's
disappointed.
die.
Because you have Dartha in that hand.
I sure
and
do.
I have 5.
Ghost is a smart man.
So.
Let's totally move over a little bit.
Funny kind of.
And by the way, halfway through, so we have 30 minutes left.
Oh, we're timed. Interesting.
Yeah, we have an hour.
I'm sorry, I tried to make that clear behind the scenes before we
Reactor
started.
mod for the
Sorry if it wasn't
Temple
obvious.
Librarian?
Grand.
There you go.
Trying to
Don't worry,
pick
I'll
up-
give you guys plenty of time to know when the time
Picks
is
up
up.
a
It will be
Temple
considered as
Librarian,
if the final honor has been taken, but you guys will have the 15-minute warning and a 5-minute warning, so you guys will know more than enough time to end it.
You can have both those apprentices. I don't need them anymore.
Yes.
We talked a little
that
bit about
leaves
card
me
counting in
5
the break.
combat
Joey kind of doing
power
that
for
around
2
the table for
cultists,
people.
and I can waste the extra effect of the reactor and pass turn.
That's shy.
Literally reminding people of what they have in their decks. Not the most friendly thing to do.
But nonetheless,
By
a
the
good
shades.
reminder.
Avatar the Xeron for the going to Vegas.
Yeah, who knows?
Life
Again, we just
Initiate.
heard Grant say
You're not
that.
getting excited.
Winner's going to Vegas, October 28th, Jubilee Theater.
Do you have a banish?
We're gonna see one of these guys there.
I wish. It'd be really nice if I did.
There, finally, Arbiter of the Precipice. There it is. Took a while.
Banish Militia. I'll purchase the Lifebound Initiative.
You can right now.
Oh, you didn't even draw your hand yet?
Well,
It's got draws in it, so.
let's do it like this. Let's spend 4 to buy 2 heavy infantry.
Uh-huh.
Sonny says that like he's
Maximize
settling
the
for the
chance
heavy
you have some
infantry.
power in there.
That's not what you want at this part of the game. You still want to get
Zero.
someone like something like an
He
Drizzle
gets enough
Stab
for
or a Fly
Avatar
Trap, which
and Zero.
heavy infantry is almost like a consolation to playing this.
And again, at this point in the game, I'm
I'd like to
someone
cut.
who.
I like the look and then cut.
Yeah, just.
As we see Morty peeking out right there.
I'm watching that.
Sunny shirt, a very good shirt.
Stay away, Emery. Stay on the bottom. Cut 3 cards. No, I won't say anything.
No, I'm just gonna grab a card and stick it on top.
Ascension banter.
There you go.
I don't think that's
It's on you, pal.
No, it is. It is a cut.
Huh?
It is a cut as long as one card is shifted from the top.
So I have to change one on the top?
No, as in you place the card on top.
There we go.
Boom.
Just whatever. Cover the bases.
Something cut.
We'll see what he gets.
You know, in some of the forums, you talk about how many
got it.
how many mystics and heavy infantry you should have in your deck.
Oh!
All right.
As we see, there it is.
So
heavy infantry, Emery.
Pictures in Vegas.
Taking the Avatar.
Let me know.
Or do you take Xeron?
Avatar.
No, you take both of them. Avatar, he's going to buy the Avatar, hit the Avatar, and take Xeron. This is huge. This is a big hand right now for Sunny. Thank goodness those contracts are going to pay off.
We went all in on those mechanic.
There's no thought here, man. Just do it.
There's only a Brewer and a Rocket left in that entire deck. That's it.
That's
It
spread
all
out
came out.
fairly easily.
Start with Avatar the Fallen.
Unfortunately.
There it is.
Okay.
Step 1 complete.
Yeah,
Let's see what is thrown
Yeah,
up
it's
out
a good
there.
point. Always want to know what's out.
3, you get 4 points.
Oh, Mark, I'd still go with
1
the
for a 5.
Xenon.
Xeron.
Xeron. Did I say
You
Xenon?
said Xenon Warrior Princess.
That's I watched
I don't
that
even
last night.
My
3
hand
points.
is
I will
nuts.
take your 2.
Bam! That's a
Or
big
5.
smash
There's like a
right
lot
there
of
by
ways.
Sunny.
You did exactly what she said.
Another you
You
draw some
might
stuff.
be talking a little too loud. They might be hearing you.
You got the nuts too?
We'll see.
Very, very big
right.
move. Throwing that Master Darth on there, allowing him to get those
You
3
gotta
cards.
flop what you take from me. Okay?
That was the difference between that turn right there.
That's a huge swing for him.
Ooh, that's
Take
nice.
it.
And he's taking a card.
That's the worst.
He just reaped in 7 on her, and he gets to take a card from every player.
It's like the second best
Again,
card in my
once you
hand.
take Xeron
Best
for
card
those
in my
newbies out
hand.
there, you don't get a replacement in your hand. if your card
Enjoy
is
your
there.
time
4
walk.
player gamer. That's just so
All right, so
Seems
again,
reasonable.
I have 3 power left over.
Look at those grabs. A Burrow mark. He did take a Burrow
Push this
mark.
guy out to draw a card.
And he's got a 2-fold. What are you going to double here?
Fix in, draw a
Master
card.
Dartha?
got 4 more power.
4 power.
He might do the Spike Vixen.
Does he have
But there's no monsters on the board.
I draw 3 more. That's
I would
me,
I would do that as well.
cards.
I'm gonna use 2 photo star to copy Master Darth.
You're smart. You're talking way too loud, Tim. They're hearing
We're
you.
in sync.
That's what you stole. I didn't even notice. You
Yeah,
said it was the best
yeah,
card, but
it's the second best card for me, but yeah, like that was the best card for him in my hand.
Upside down apprentice. Bold move.
You got 4 power.
6.
All of our Twitch followers, I want to know what your ratio is out there. What do you? How many heavy infantry and mystics do you like to have in a deck?
currently.
This is a
for now.
This is a huge move by Sunny right there, right here, trying to lengthen himself a lead.
Oh yeah, you gave
separated
him
from the other players. All Joseph Grant Joey can do is just watch and admire the great ascension work by Sunny.
Get the burrow
And he's gonna grab another Burrow mark.
So there's just a rocket courier left.
Sea Tyrant.
And we hear, so you're right, counting the cards, we hear there's only a rocket courier. So
4 power left.
very cognitive of what's going on with all the contracts being taken.
I'll take another 5
You got
points,
hopeful
please.
for a little second there. Like.
Replaced by already shit.
He's like, maybe, no, no.
And the crazy thing is about this process, again, he's taking up a lot of the
draw a
time
card.
to...
That is a different, that's a tournament factor too. When it comes to tournament, especially this tournament, you get an hour for the game. It may not be a big difference maker, but it is counting down, so maybe a little less turns possibly for the other players.
I don't have enough power to kill him, so I'll banish him.
Banishing the tormented soul.
Still going.
You know what they say, you can't kill him,
Our
banish
Templar.
him.
I'll take a Marha Initiate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of numbers I gotta crunch in my head real quick.
Oh, gotcha.
This is
Semi-Miles
taxing for
Trickster.
CJ to have to follow all that. I mean, it truly is so much.
But CJ thrives in these situations. Or he says he does.
Demon Slayer.
Come on, man. After that, let him have the Mechana. Let him have it.
Still, this is a very impressive turn by Sonny.
But there's not a whole lot of honor left in the game.
It's just happy. It's fun.
I'll adjust one.
Dude, you're going through like all the stages.
I'm not going to take it.
There you go. Smart move. He's passing.
So kind.
Look at all those cards he used.
13 points.
Very powerful.
And you stole 3 from me, 2 from him, and 1 from him.
Yeah. So 15-point swing, basically.
That was big.
You heard CJ say it. 15-point swing. What a turn for Sonny.
Void Initiate.
As he is showing
See,
the
now we're
kind of amp we like for a gentleman.
Oh, you got all
who
3 now?
wants to go to
Nice.
Vegas. And
Completed
wear
the
cool
set.
hats.
After our call,
Yeah.
with their powers combined, they make
See,
Captain
Grant,
Planet.
Lifebound.
take-
Just grabbed the last Void Initiate, so he has all 3 as he
And put it on
said.
top of mine.
Throwing down a Wolf Shaman and a Flytrap Witch.
Not replaced.
And 2 honor.
Dude, we can't play around him
Draw
now.
a
He's
card.
either got power or rune.
Well, he's
like-
always had the runes.
Very interesting.
I know, I
Power
can't,
and
can't
it's
play
not
around
there
him
Would
now.
have played the
He
Flytrap
can do
Witch at the
anything.
beginning of my turn.
He's got all
get
the
a card.
mechanical shits.
Versatile.
And both burrowers.
Yeah,
Lots
like-
of constructs. My turn then?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with slaying that little trickster demon.
Wind Tyrant.
Wind Tyrant on the
Take your
board. A lot of
4 for a
tyrants today.
Then normally I would be going for the fly trap with 5, but it's too late in the game. I will take the Templar. Just get cards worth honor.
Our
Try to
Templar.
have a
So we see that strategy changing, like Grant said, normally going to go for that Flytrap Witch, but it's so late in the game that he's going to take cards that are going to give him honor in his deck. Interesting move. I wonder if he's the only one that thinks that way. I know Sonny's not thinking that way.
He can't be. Other people have to have the similar thoughts.
Score 2 since I have 2 types.
And we see that Joey has that tablet or aesthetic of the C9.
So get some power draw. That's
Yes.
good.
I'll buy the Arha.
Joey lowest on the honor total, but
Atomic
again, he's got
Soul.
that link device. Link! Ocarina of Time! Link!
I'll
I
take
just start shouting things when I see
2 heavies.
I'm aware.
And kill cultist.
1. I'll take your 5 for a red.
Sounds good.
Here's your 2 vultures.
You mean heavies, yeah?
Heavy, sorry.
It's all good.
I use 3 of my 4
You
to
just play
get
him and he
Tormented
scores a point
Soul.
when you play him.
Yeah. Draw a card.
1 point. 10-minute warning.
Watchmaker's Altar comes out, so I draw a card. for
Watchmaker's
draw.
Altar. Sonny is construct happy right now.
Yeah.
If I were to be a betting man, I'm going to say he's looking pretty good. Don't want to take anything for granted, but he's having the strongest hands this late in the game.
This is the right way to do it. When you have 4 constructs on the board, you know you're playing well. And again, perhaps keeping others' constructs off the board was a huge turning point for him, using those monsters he could banish early, not just to collect honor, but focusing on the ones that kept other
Draw
people's
2
constructs
cards, so
off
here's
the board.
1. I got to shuffle.
The difference between being able to have an ability on there every turn versus once only when you draw it is so clutch. It's clutch. It's clutch, but clutch. It's left in the game,
Draw my
which means
second
we're
card
edging
for
forward
that.
towards our next game. J-Man, any thoughts on what it might be?
Might be a little
I
action
took
of
a librarian,
Tokyo and Kings of
discard
it.
the
Ooh, that
Princess and draw
excites
2 cards.
Not banished. Discarded.
Draw 3.
Big turns by Sonny.
2 cost arbiters are really good.
Wow.
Spike Vixen.
Really showing how you
That's
can
9
use
draws
all the
so
different
far.
factions, manipulate
No,
them in
10.
a perfect manner.
Reasonable.
10 draws so far.
This
is going well for us.
1, 2,
Hasn't even drawn the
3, 4, 5. So I'll
So
get
you said
the
he could
Wind
do
Tyrant.
runes and power? Why not?
There, yeah, from the Spike Vixen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 3 points
Oh
for
no, I
you.
was talking
I'm
about
gonna
him
take a
because
2.
he's got all the initiates.
Give you a 5.
That was the whole the shtick.
Sonny
Yeah,
really looking
What
good
is
at
she?
this
you
point.
can't play around him.
Physically,
So he's just like,
That
fine,
was
I'll
gonna
just
say,
score
yeah.
points then,
Yeah,
not
2
play around.
runes and an honor.
Great strategy.
4.
Brilliant.
Normally when one player starts doing this kind of combo,
Yeah.
guys, we gotta rush the honor down before he takes
What a
off.
Yeah,
what a,
that,
Oh, I'm
He's the
sorry,
one
no.
rushing
Just,
the
I
honor.
get it
We'll
off.
just
we saw this
shove our
last
honor
week
strokes
with the
to the
amount
honor.
of cards being played in one turn, going through your
Cash
deck
these in for
rather
honor.
quickly. Sonny is just inching away with that lead, up to 38 honor now.
So,
And you know why that is. It's exactly what you said, the card draw. He's cycling
start
through his
with the
deck
void initiate.
quickly. He's not polluting.
Not only is he getting cards that are just draw cards, but they're adding
amount of
another element, whether it's runes, whether it's power.
You saw what he did there. All of our newbies, anyone, he bought a low card just to take it off the board to see what's going to come out so that he has a chance to defeat a monster, which is so smart.
So we call it an ascension
We
swing.
call it a smart Sunny Ascension swing. I don't know. I was saying, I'm sorry.
I'll get Sierra the forked path.
Yeah, I
Say
told
it
you.
again. What do we call it?
No, it's
No,
cool.
say it again, Justin. What do we call it?
Reactor Monk.
It's an ascension swing, but that's what Sonny's been doing all game. Very, very impressive performance right now by Sonny. Staking his claim as, you know what, last week was good, but I think I'm right up there with him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many, obviously, 3-player
Earth
Ascension,
Tyrant.
less honor on the board.
Not as a fast-paced game as last week, but still it's a methodical game, which is kind of, you have to be impressed with the methodical game because they're counting the cards, they're thinking of, okay, who has this card, who has this card, how are we going to play? And we're getting very good hands being played.
130.
Draw 2 cards.
Yeah, he's going high score mode now, I think.
He's almost to 90 as it is.
You hear the other players talking about what they think Sonny might be at. Some saying 90. I'd say that's a pretty good estimate. He might be a little lower. Well, no, with both of the
6, I'll get this.
Nice.
Replaced by Corrosive Widow. Here's your 5.
Let's draw 2 cards.
Yes, it is.
So, smaller cards, I'm not going to avoid Initiate, Runic Lycanthrope. Maybe not what Graham wants at this stage in the game.
To banish, so I'll
It
just
might
do
be
the Arcane Gold.
tough for him to make a
After
comeback.
Avatar Gold. Yeah.
Well, we are at an arcade place. Mistake of creation replaces.
Okay.
I get it.
I will drop my Grand Design and hope that.
For those
one
wondering, we do
construct
have
works when I
a
spend too
contest
much
again
to
this week
afford it.
for the
5
$40
minutes
in
left.
game store credit at Laguna Hills Mall. Tim, I'll let you do the honor of this one. Tell them what the contest is since you weren't here last week.
Land Talker.
Well, okay, Justin. Do we announce it now, right now? Should I tell them right now, or
It's up to you. I'm leaving the pouch for you.
Yeah, let's wait till after the game. Let's wait till after the game.
Okay, that's good.
And again, it looks like there's no chance anyone's going to catch Sonny, but you might stay tuned just to be able to hear what is going to be
I'll kill
our
them steak.
final total from him. Especially if you're another player who's going to Vegas, see exactly
1, 2, 3,
how
4.
he got as high as he did today.
Aztec of the Eye. Or Ascetic of the Eye.
I'll buy the Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer finally off the board after having a nice little vacation.
Wind
there.
Tyrant.
Take a heavy.
And it seems like all these guys are doing are loading up Sonny's hand by taking other things off the board because he's about to go monster crazy. Here we go. Let's see what he does.
I'll banish this.
The Wind Tyrant.
Bam. One gone.
If only.
Void Initiate.
Void Initiate replacing the Wind Tyrant.
And now at this point, when he passed on those ones earlier, he's probably going to take those little ones if he has any left over at the end.
I'll spend 1 on the Void Initiate. See what else.
There you
comes
go.
out.
You're right.
We'll Spanish that. Earth Tyrant comes out.
Yeah.
And another Tyrant on the board. This time it's
So I got 4. That gets me 8. So I'll kill Earth Tyrant.
That is going to cost you 6.
Leaves me with 2.
Void Thirster comes out. You get 5.
I draw 2 cards, right?
Yes, you do.
in 2 cards. We also see that twofold of Scar in his hand.
Draw a card.
Even about 50-50.
Got it.
We're always really close.
Yeah.
So J-Man, you see those
2
cards
left,
on the
so
board of the
I'll
final
copy
deck
that.
as Sonny
Gives
is
me
wrapping
6.
his hand. And once those are
So-
over, the void will be reshuffled as the deck. So that's the one scenario where you might see
Yes.
a card like Hedron Link
Okay,
come back,
Wind
or
Tyrant.
Hedron Cannon come back up, but that's the only way.
You do. It's good to mention that. We see that more in 4-player games than 3-player games. But look at, we have Sonny over here going through his deck so often that we're going to get through those cards rather quickly.
6, 7, 8. I'll get the Wolf Shaman.
No. Rocket?
Snapdragon.
Oh.
This is huge. This is going to be just a monster total for Sonny. Although, again, Enlightened isn't going to give you a total.
It's got to be, right?
Eclipse of the points, right?
Otherwise, we need to throw this whole game in because it wasn't the right center deck.
Just waiting to hear what CJ was saying. Even though Enlightened is not going to give you a lot of points in the very end, this is going to be a monster total for Sonny.
I'll kill the Corrosive Widow.
Oh, when the beloved Corrosive Widow is not beloved no more.
It's my favorite.
Mephit.
And a Mephit. So we're down to 3 honor. Again, we were unclear who started first, but that is the big change of whether or not we go around one more time.
Oh, we destroy a construct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. See?
That rocket was out there too.
You think if we get to Sonny again, if we do,
he might surpass 100.
Oh yeah, I think he's. I think he'll be pushing 100.
You didn't have enough for the rocket?
Heavy infantry to get Samuel's Trickster.
It's close. Oh, I could have.
Give him the point. Thank you so much.
It was about the same.
And again, once you see that honor is completely gone, they will supplant it with more honor. It's just kind of like a bank full of honor.
Joseph, do you have 6 power?
No.
Okay.
I'm almost certainly going to get the Rocket Courier and get one of the final honor.
CamBam29 on Twitch says card shuffle. This is huge.
So I will take the Rocket Courier.
CamBam, it's not that big. It's just a card.
It's just it's like reshuffling the cards, Cam.
Just literally a card shuffle, putting the void back in.
Oh, that's the worst thing ever.
Oh, and Xeron is back on the board.
Banish nothing and kill a cultist.
Okay.
He returns.
We don't kill cultists, Grant. We punch cultists. Oh, not Grant. That was Joseph.
On top of.
Oh, sorry.
I was looking at the scores.
It is now time, so it's considered last turn has been taken, so everyone still gets their last turn though, even though.
Game's gonna end normally, yeah.
And normally.
Wow, there it is. Everyone getting one more
So I
final
have to do it
turn.
officially though.
Zeron came back.
As soon as I saw Xeron, I should have kept debating about what to do with that one.
Is there a chance for anyone to get close here to Sonny, Justin? Is there a way possibly?
I will kill Zeron.
There it is. Okay. Let's see. This is big.
We do see Joey has. It's nothing else. I thought it was that
strategy away.
He has the aesthetic of Lilith's Eye.
Bring my extra baggie of
cards
gems
in
out
his deck that allow him to keep
to give you
drawing
3.
cards.
So I'm going to take 2 from you for 5.
Sure.
I think it's too late in the game for him, for anyone for that matter, to do much.
Good luck. Not really, but. Ooh.
As we see, Joey's taking out.
High value.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got the mechanism. Shit.
And now what do we steal from Sonny? What was that?
It was the Seer.
Oh, it wasn't dark.
Could have been a
I
little
saw
worse.
blue.
Yeah.
So maybe Sonny's getting a little nervous. I don't think he has much to be nervous about, though.
No. I think Sonny has got this one in the bag, but look, he's got a mound of red.
But that is why we
Oh, we got banished, didn't we? Yeah.
Temple Library.
discard a card, draw 2.
You got rid of it, so
Yeah.
all those altars and
Oh,
Those are decent cards to grab. That was a decent card to grab.
discounted attempt at it.
Yeah. It was too scary.
Good turn.
Deadly combination.
Gaining 4, I'll take a 1 for a 5.
I'll banish this just because I can, and I'll banish the method.
Ozaya.
Okay, it was okay.
I gain 1 for my construct. 2, 4, because I can. 5 power, kill the Sea Tyrant, score 5.
Oh, last turn.
Ooh, Sea Tyrant on the last turn.
Wind Tyrant comes out.
So 2 of your constructs go away.
Okay.
So you get to keep 1 of your constructs, and I am done.
Makes sense.
All right. My Burrower mark lets me draw a card.
But
There
not
we
2.
go.
But
Let's see
not
what
2,
Sonny
that's
can do.
true.
Could have been worse.
My Void Thirster comes out, which isn't
Void
gonna
Thirster. Let's see it, Sonny.
So this Sort of a lackluster last turn for me.
Oh, come on, Sonny. This is a chance at
Mystic
maybe possible
and
record.
Kill the cultist twice.
Stealing his draw and getting rid of that second burrower was pretty important. And the one combat, too.
So not an overexciting turn by Sonny right there. I'm very disappointed, but he has this one pretty much wrapped up in the bag.
Dinklesworth brought up a good point. Perhaps you were wondering when CJ called that 10 minutes if we were close. He usually gives a 5-minute call, wondering if the time limit was up. But even if it was, once they enter that last turn, every player will get a chance to play.
Discount a construct and buy the staff for 2.
He draws a staff.
It's got that tiger red on it.
Earth Tyrant?
Snapdragon.
Sunday red.
Cry, because all that gives me is a heavy, a cultist, and a cultist with all those 4-cost monsters in the deck.
Yes. There's 2
and
more.
I took my heavy already from my.
I'll replace that with a 5-er. I'll also replace.
Oh, I get actually 1 more cultist from the Shadow Star. Was
You are
enough
correct.
To let me get another.
I don't know how CJ does
it.
it. I really don't. That's so much matter. I was good at art.
I have no other 5ers. Oh. You guys got literally.
I'll have one of his.
Okay. Please start counting your points. I prefer. It helps me out if you guys put it in 2 piles of 10 points. That way I can do a quick check to make sure that points are counted right.
There we are, CJ telling, and here we are, the final
And of course, you guys can put your honor on top of piles less than 10
Here we
just to
go.
make them up to 10.
Is Sonny gonna come out on top and find a way to Vegas?
Or are one of the Joey Josephs gonna find their way back in? And I think the answer, we all know, if you've been watching, is probably no, but we're gonna see a chance for Sonny potentially to set a record here with us in our Ascension tournament.
Well,
We'll
60
see.
is enough. Good game, guys.
I'm gonna do a careful walk around with my mic attached to me. Yep.
Counting's always my biggest problem in this game.
My biggest problem is
Quick walk around
not
here.
trying to swallow the honor when I'm hungry.
Yet you want to eat all the rubber wires that cause our audio to.
100.
100 exactly. Nice. So Sonny, you have 100. What was your score, Joey?
74.
74 for Joey.
60.
60.
60.
Yep, they both had 60.
So you actually got 3rd place
So
because
a
of the
huge
over.
win.
So Sonny, you are the winner with 100 points. Congratulations, man.
Wow.
You're on your way to Vegas now.
With 100.
Thank you guys. Congratulations. Great job playing.
Good job, Sonny.
Have a great day, rest day of playing, and thank you again for coming.
Awesome.
Good job, Sonny, once again.
Thank you very much. Whew. Stressful game. Good game.
It is indeed. Hand me those apprentices.
Ritos really needed to come in.
Wow, so cool. Sonny eclipsing the Centurion mark as an Ascensionite.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Got that 100 brink. What'd you think, Jay?
We just saw him going through his deck multiple times, having those cards that allow him to pick up that Master Dartha play along with the 2 full discard that 1 turn. Kind of was the deal breaker or the end of the game essentially with how much honor he got, how many cards he put into his deck.
Great blend of card play. You saw the mech. You saw 4 constructs on the board. Usually if you see someone with construct control and that many, they're going to dominate. But the biggest turn for me, what turned the table, was when he defeated, because of his constructs, having that Muramasa, that Shadow Star, so much power, using those monsters to manipulate, destroyed the Avatar of the Fallen, then took Xeron, so a huge honor swing and stole cards. What do you do?
One thing I want to note on, last week we saw 101 was the final score with 3 player. He scored 100 points with 4 players, which in a 4-player game of Ascension is pretty much unfathomable. No one really does it that often. So it just goes to show that he played it to a T and did exactly what he wanted, executed his game plan. If he had one, he did a great job with it.
He did. Congratulations to him. He is headed to Las Vegas. And you too, if you are out there, not you to the band, but you as our viewers, you can still do it. This is week 11. We are going towards the finals. We've got 2 more weeks. Chicago.
Yes.
Minneapolis. If you're in the area, if you want to go to the area, you should. Chicago's a cool city to play some gaming, and so is Minneapolis. So you too can do it. Check out our regionals. Go to Unrivaled.com. You can find out more about it. In the meantime, let's get an interview with our gamer on the ground.
Let's go hear what he has to say.
Congratulations, Sonny.
Everyone, Christian with Unrivaled and Oomba TV, standing here with Sonny. our regional Ascension winner, Sonny. How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Feel pretty good. It's pretty exciting.
I'd hope so. If you just won Ascension, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So, going into your interview before, you were real humble, real quiet. Now, was that part of the strategy, or did you know this all along?
No, I mean, I was playing against some really tough competitors. They were really good. It could have gone to anybody, but I got a nice construct pretty early on, and it helped me kill a lot of monsters, and it kind of let me run away with it.
Yeah, I'd say run away with it. It didn't look like it was close there at the end. I think you crushed everyone.
A little bit. Got lucky, though.
Maybe I like to hype it. This is time for bragging rights here. So to the buddies you played with, any shout-outs you want to give?
I'm just happy Grant got to come with me. Thanks for taking the road trip with me. Appreciate it. Sorry I beat you. So, yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sorry?
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Maybe we'll make the trip to Vegas with you, though.
He might. Yeah, I'll fly him out.
Hey, it's on camera, so that means it's got to happen, Greg. Got your back on that. So, awesome, man. Now that you're going to Vegas, any plans? Have you been to Vegas before? Or?
I've been to Vegas before. They got a hockey team now, like hockey, so I might get a hockey game in while I'm down there. Should be.
I haven't even checked the schedule yet. Thank you for that. I mean, that.
There you go.
You got to look into that because I might be into that too. That's awesome, man. Yeah. So, anyway, Sonny, thank you very much. Congratulations. Can't wait to hang out in Vegas and heading back to Tim and Justin.
Thanks, Christian. It's always sunny in Philadelphia, and it's going to be sunny in Vegas, October 28th. And also, Tim, if I were to qualify for Vegas, I don't think I'd take you. You missed 1 week.
But I have to, all because of a week. Dude, this is unfair. Where's my Twitch support? Speaking of Twitch support competition, we've not only got the great games that we're playing, we've got one right here in the studio. $40 store credit to Laguna Hills Game Master. I'm still just kind of bitter that you're not going to take me to Vegas because I feel like I have to be there contractually with you, but I understand. If you want to play the game, our competition is what, Justin? Best knock joke
in relation to the 6 games in the Unrivaled tournament.
Any one of the games, however
I'm sure you guys will have a ball with this.
Yeah, if you're Dinklesworth, Fizzman, whoever you're on Twitch, come up with something good. We want to hear about it. Put it on Twitch. In the meantime, let's go to recap. One of our favorite things we do is check out our local gaming stores. Show your support. Let's check it out.
We've been all over the place. Let's see what they have to offer.
All right, hey, how's it going, guys? It's Andrew with Unrivaled. I'm here with Peter Bell of Bell Book and Comic. So, Peter, how long have you guys been in this location for?
I've been here 14 years in this spot.
And what city are we in?
Dayton, Ohio.
So, what got you into wanting to open a comic book, board game shop, that whole thing?
Well, I've worked in a shop since I was in college. Downtown, there's another store. And after I graduated, I figured I can do this and set up my own shop. We ran HeroClick tournaments and Magic and Pokemon to get everything started, and just went from there.
Awesome, man. Out of our lineup, you kind of saw our little flyer. What game are you excited to see people play?
Munchkin and King of Tokyo, both favorites of mine. They're simple to play. A lot of good nostalgia in there, so off D&D and Rampage, so it's good to get people to know something that's in the past. So.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you letting us stop by. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hope to see some of your players down there and
Cool.
win you some money, too. All right. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys. Andrew with Unrivaled here. I'm here with David of Rockin' Roosters Comics and Games. David, where's your store located?
We are located at 5000 Glenway Ave in Cincinnati in the west side of the city, and we've been here for just over 9 years now.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what makes your guys' store different from the other stores around this area?
We try to make sure that all of the customers feel like they're friends and that they're welcome here at all times.
Any games that you're excited to see that we're going to be broadcasting on our tournament?
Munchkin. Who doesn't love Munchkin? Just get together with some good friends, grab a bottle of whatever you wish to imbibe, and just go to town.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, David. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you're in the area, come out and check Rockin' Roosters and Games out. It's a beautiful store. How's it going, guys? Andrew with Unrivaled here. I'm here with store owner Jared of Superfly Comics and Games. How's it going, Jared?
Excellent.
Awesome, man. So where's your store located?
We're in Yellow Springs, Ohio, the heartland of America, I suppose.
It's a beautiful area. How long have you guys been in this location for?
As of last week, 10 years.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So just wanted to know if there's any of the games that you saw on our list there that you're excited to see any of your guys come down and play.
Munchkin is probably like the most popular of the ones on the list. I know people are definitely having a good time with it. We have an open gaming night on Sundays that it's not just relegated just to tabletop games. They do like role-playing games and other kind of board game stuff. So I think we may have 1 or 2 people in the crew who might be interested in coming down, doing some Munchkin for sure.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Cool. It was really good talking to you.
No problem.
All right, guys, back to you.
Hey, guys, this is Mark with Unrivaled Team. I'm here with Zaki of Tabletop Board Game Cafe. Zaki, you have an amazing store here. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Sure. So Aaron and myself worked on this concept for about 2 years. September 27th will be our 1-year anniversary. Our goal about it was to make it an all-inclusive gaming area. So we wanted everybody from 7, 17, and 77, everybody in between, to feel like this is something that you can do. It's for everybody. There's skills you can build here. This isn't just something that's awkward and weird. This is something that's fun, enjoyable for literally everybody at any time in your life.
So where are you guys located so people can come and find you?
Sure. We're at 4316 North High Street in Columbus, Ohio. We've been here for a little bit less than a year, so we got a giant orange sign out front. You cannot miss us.
Cannot, yeah. It is big, lit up, beautiful store. It's awesome. It's a really good thing to see. I like that you're bringing the community together, stuff like that. So definitely good to see. So you've seen the 6 games we have on our docket. Which one of those would you say is your favorite game?
So I'm a huge fan of Neverwar. I just don't get a lot of chance to play it. But if I ever get time, I'm always down to play a round of King of Tokyo.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you very much. It was very nice to meet you, and you have a wonderful store.
Finally
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, please,
time.
please, please. We don't have time for that because it's time for Game Changers. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin.
And this is every time we
it's
do
also,
that.
We've done that earlier in another episode.
Watch, you'll see. Game Changers. I'm Tim.
And I'm Justin.
And this is Game Changers.
Dude, we literally just did that. It's okay.
I'm so sorry, sir. Season 1.
So we're gonna get straight to it. We saw a great game this weekend. I mean, you didn't, but I did. We saw Amazing Munchkin. We saw probably the best Ascension game I've ever seen in my life. Those guys are playing so quick, so we're gonna get right into it with our Game Changer card, Tablet of Time's Dawn.
Tablet of Time's Dawn is 5 runes to buy. It's an enlightened construct, and it says you may banish this construct to take an additional turn after this one. Justin, this is one of my favorite cards to play in the game.
Yes.
I know I wasn't there last week, but tell us, how did it really affect the gameplay of Ascension?
The winner, Chris, used that on his last turn to get another turn, essentially. And it was important because even himself said that this was the difference between him and winning. And watching that game, he had a lot of enlightened heroes, a lot of cards that allowed him to draw cards. By playing this card again, he gets to go through his whole deck almost again and again. So if you build up your deck to a point where you are drawing cards almost every single card you play, you're going to get a lot of honor, a lot of attacking, a lot of rune power. And hey, it might win you the game on a trip to Vegas.
I love it. I always say the difference between me and winning is a pair of spandex, but we don't have to talk about that now. Munchkin happened as well, and we had a game changer there. I actually got to tune in a little bit for while it was happening. Our game changer this week in Munchkin is Mate.
Mate reads as follows. Another monster appears of the same level and with all the same monster enhancers. If the monsters are defeated, draw a treasure for each and go up levels. For each?
Yeah, we saw this with Brian in the stream. He played a gelatinous octahedron. It was a level 2, and he defeated both of them by playing that mate. And he leveled up twice, got 2 treasures. Very important though, one key just to remember with it, when you are playing, wait for the monster enhancers to be played before you play the mate, or else you're gonna get a chance, because those later on ones don't affect it.
And then for him specifically, it wasn't a part of the game where there weren't a lot of levels being gained, a lot of monsters weren't being defeated, but when he played that, he got 2 levels in a point that it kind of set momentum onto his ascent to final level 10 and got him a couple of treasures he used later on to help him win.
Yeah, I can't help but notice that we're here at this table and it's just a comfortable feeling to play Munchkin. Anyway, this has been a Game Changers episode. We're at Laguna Hills at our Game Master. They're the best. Be sure to check out your own local gaming store. We really hardcore supporters of that. Justin, anything else you want to say?
I'm Justin.
I'm Tim. Ciao. supposed to say that too.
Hey everyone, I'm Quinn with Oomba TV, and here is your quick Esports Now update. There's a lot of sadness in today's update as everyone's favorite plumber in overalls is no longer a plumber. Nintendo Japan announced that Mario is no longer the plumber we knew and loved. It is unsure whether or not Mario retired or was fired from his occupation, but what we do know for sure is that the internet is losing it over this news. The next Mario game, Mario Odyssey, is set to release on October 27th. Hearthstone gave some large nerfs to some very key cards this past week. Warrior and Druid players despaired after some nerfs to basic cards that are staples in most decks. Starting with Warriors, Fiery War Axe is getting a cost raise to 3 mana from 2. Most 3-cost weapons with 3 attack and 2 durability have weapon text that add a little bit more. The reasoning they gave for not adding text was that changing the mana cost of a card is less disruptive because you can always see the mana cost of cards in your hand. Many Hearthstone players found this reasoning insulting and took to Reddit to vent their frustrations. The other major nerf was to the long-standing basic Druid card Innervate. Instead of giving you 2 mana crystals, you will now only receive 1. This ruins a lot of benefits of the ramp power of Druid. Druid may be dead, and we here at Oomba will always remember them as they once were. Okay, that's all we have for you today. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube for all of your latest esports news. Also, be sure to check out our Unrivaled tournament series, which hosts its 11th regional this Saturday in Newport, Kentucky. You can still register in person on the day of the event. For more information, just head over to unrivaled.com. I'm Quinn with Oomba TV. Until next time, challenge everyone.
Are you sad like a sad bear?
I'm not sad bearfish.
Sad about the
Dude,
Druids.
I missed the Druids so bad. Awesome. Thank you, Quinn, for that update. We're back with more Unrivaled, the largest tabletop tournament of 2017.
Yes.
What a game of Ascension. What do we have coming up, Justin?
We have King of Tokyo.
Yeah. 3-player King of Tokyo, so it's going to be
It's
interesting.
going to be a fast-paced moving game. We saw three-person Tokyo last week.
Right.
This week, the strategies are different.
Strategies different with the 3-player strategy was different last week. We saw Ezra, first time ever we've seen it, that he stayed in Tokyo the entire game. Again, what do you do? Do you go aggro? Are you stay passive?
I think it changes from person to person. Me, I'd like to think that I just like to throw smashes and knock everybody out, but as soon as I start getting attacked, I need to heal. So it's person to person. Essentially, we're going to see how that changes with 3 people instead of 4 people.
Right. Again, it's like you can stay in Tokyo, you get those points more immediate with 3 people. So let's see what happens as we go to our King of Tokyo championship table here in Newport.
Okay, today guys, we are playing King of Tokyo once again here at GameWorks in Cincinnati for the regionals for your chance to win the trip to Vegas plus spot in the finals for the $10,000 grand prize. So good luck to all of you, and before we start, let's get some intros done. So I'm going to call out your monster and say your name, and if you wanted to do a fun fact, I'm okay with that too. So Cyber Kitty, who are you?
I'm Sarah Winfrey. I'm the mother of 4.
Ooh, fun. Alienoid.
Benton Winfrey. I like to design games.
Excellent. Oh, I'll talk to you later. And then finally, Mechazar.
My name's Claire, and I'm a human.
Excellent. I'm glad we have those on the teams. So, if you look at the board in front of you, at least for our viewers, this has been going on for a while, but for you guys were a little shocked when you came in. So basically, this is tracking your health, your points, everything for you except your energy. That's going to be by these beautiful new shiny lime green cubes that are now actually crystals. I love those. And that's going to track everything. So I will be announcing very clearly where everything is as it goes. I'll control the board. All you guys have to worry about is making sure your dice rolls are good and your strategy's clean. The cards are up on top. We have 3 available: Detrivore, Opportunist, and Even Bigger. We have the tokens available, energy available, dice, and starting with Cyber Kitty. Roll all the dice. We'll see who's going to get the most fists to go first. Was that 1, 2? Okay. Grab all 8 dice, please. Roll them. See if you get more than 2. 1, 2, 3. That is more than 2. And even though you guys are on TV, you guys are more than welcome to talk, banter, say whatever you wish, as long as it's, you know, within realms. 3, okay, you do whirl off again. One more time each, please.
Okay.
2. Let's see if we can get one final roll, or else I'll have to do another tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to eventually play the game.
This is a great game. Yeah.
1, okay, perfect. Nice. So, Alienoid, you are up first. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Benton.
Benton, okay. Benton, you'll be going up first. Let me get rid of these 2 green dice. So, whenever you're ready, Benton, you'll be rolling these dice and doing your moves.
Here we go. Start a King of Tokyo. Benton looking for blood with that.
1, 2, 2, 1, heart attack.
Again, no matter what happens, either way, after this first turn, he's going to have to go into Tokyo.
Okay, so we got 3 points for you, bringing you from 0 to 3.
3
we
points
have
right off
energy.
the
You
bat.
get the first new sweet cube. And then attack, which does nothing as there's no one to attack in Tokyo. You now move into Tokyo, giving you an additional point. And that is your turn, unless you want to do anything with your energy, but you do not have enough to wipe and or buy. Whoop. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Okay.
First roll by Claire, seeing a 1, 2, 3. Just about everything.
We'll
We see
help you
2
out.
2s on the board, though.
Thanks. Okay. Let's see. Attack.
Ooh, keep the smashes. Wow. Chance to do a lot of damage to Denton right away.
Okay, so we have 3 damage going to you, Mr. Alienoid, bringing you
Benton.
down from 10
That's what I said.
to
I
7,
came out
and you get
accidentally.
1 fall down and 1 energy. We'll put it right there. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
I will.
Okay.
Ooh,
and you have nothing to do with
Breaking
your energy,
the
so let's
smash
move on
storm.
to the next player. What was your name again?
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, Sarah, go roll them bones. Oh, reroll that one real quick. There we go.
There's an energy.
Got some stuff.
With another energy. Oh. Oh!
Wow, triple 1.
3 1s. I got excited because she took them away.
Okay, so.
So 1
you
smash.
get 2 energy.
So Ben's going to get hit for 1 and drop
We
down to
also
6.
have no points. You take 1 more damage going
Yield
from
it.
7 to
Gotta
6. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay, you are up. You have begun your turn in Tokyo.
Benton
4 to
survives.
6.
Gets those 2 points right away from remaining in Tokyo. And this is where it changes a little bit.
But he's got 1 point at least.
And if I'm him, I get aggressive right now. I go
And
smash
he is.
worthy.
He is. And the dice aren't on his side right now.
Looking for the Veeps. Again, you can win Tokyo by getting 20 points
Okay,
first. or
no
eliminating
points.
all the
You
other
cannot
ones.
heal in Tokyo, but you do get 2 sweet energy. Would
2
you like to use
sweet
it for anything?
energy.
Nope.
Okay, nothing else to do. It is now on to you.
Okay. Oh. What did I get?
Ooh.
3 threes.
Sarah's throwing down 3
Nice.
threes.
Thanks. Oh, no,
That
that was
wasn't
a
energy.
lightning. That
Don't
was the energy.
There's
Oh,
another
the 4
3.
three.
And a smash. That
Can you
she might
keep
end
that?
it right there.
Okay,
love
so
it.
first, let's give you some points. Mecha Dragon goes from 0 to 4. You get another sweet energy, and you take
Benton
1
gonna
damage
take
going
one
from
more.
6 to 5. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Yes.
Would you like to do
Wow.
anything with your energy?
I
Don't think I can.
Riding or die.
Okay.
He's,
Moving on
he's
to
trying
you
to go
then.
for that Ezra
and
strategy.
High stakes, high wins. Let's see what goes on.
this is Sarah, correct? I believe, right? With her role, and maybe
yes.
she's related to Benton. I don't exactly know, but it looks like
Whoa.
now would be the
That's like
time for
the
her to roll
lowest
some
chance.
smashes.
4 ones.
Collective whoa by the table.
That was 2 rolls.
Benton is on the fritz.
Attack.
There's
So
an
first,
attack.
let's give you those 2 points you just scored there out of nowhere.
Hey, I'll take what I can get at this point.
You then take 1 more damage going from 5 to 4, and you get another nice little energy going from 2 to 3. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Wow.
Would you like to do anything with your energy?
This is not going to end well for him. I
Okay.
don't think.
Off to you, man. You go from 6 to 8 for starting your turn in Tokyo. Good luck.
He's gaining those points, but he's taking a barrage of beating.
Well, there's 2 points.
And
I take the energy away.
if I'm him, I'm smashing right now. But I guess he's just going point heavy. There's a 4-2 though. That's helpful.
Okay, so
You hope he can survive this next turn, but you know what? In the meantime,
Going
I
from
kind of want
8
to
to
hear.
11.
You want to hear?
I can go for here. With our gamer on the ground.
Nothing else.
Hey, gamer, tell us about
You are
Ben.
now an even bigger monster. Just put that right by the dice tray so
Everyone,
you
it's
can see
Christian,
on camera.
Unrivaled
You
TV,
gained
standing
2
here with
health
Benton today. Benton also playing out of Cheap Crap You Don't Need Enterprises. I think I got it right that time. So, Benton, you're playing the King of Tokyo Regional. How you feel about that, man?
I'm excited for it. I'm ready to win.
Ready to win. All right, shots fired already. Say, you got brother and you got mom in the finale. Which one's the stronger opponent?
I'm going to go with brother.
You know your mom might see this, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Stone Cold Killer. I like it. I like it. Now, I don't know if you know this, but, you know, we talked to your mom a little bit about the car ride home, and she said she's willing to disown you if you beat her. Is that, you know, is that an idle threat, or you just say, you know what, I'm going to Vegas anyway?
Well, if I go to Vegas, then I won't have to worry about the car ride home.
I like it. Spicy, spicy. Okay. Now back to the game at hand here. So King of Tokyo, do you have a favorite character you like to play as?
Usually it's either Gigazor or Alienoid.
Now, when you sit down, you know, someone gets both those characters, you know, is that going to mess your game up?
I can always Mecha Dragon if I have to.
All right. No Cyber Kitty for you?
No.
All right. I back it. So, you know, I know mom's right there. You know, we're going to make her walk. You know, she's going to try to, you know, be privy to your game style here. But any strategies you have going into this?
Well, I'm going to reroll any ones I get. Those are useless, and go for 3s.
All right, 3s all the way. Just going to triple your way to the victory?
Yep, all 3s.
All right, man. Hey, Brenton, thank you very much. Best of luck.
That was nice to hear from Benton there. He's, like CJ said, he's Stone Cold Killer. It looks
Some
like he's
fighting
out for
words.
blood.
Sadly, no
in case you
points
guys
are
missed it, he
scored.
did pick up that even
You do,
bigger
however,
for
get
him. So great way
1
for him to
energy.
stay alive a little more as he's
You
almost
go
halfway
from
to the point
10
total.
to 9.
Okay.
Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Yes.
Would you like to do anything with your energy?
No.
You are up whenever you're ready, sir.
Got some health. He's going to need to heal.
I think there was a real opportunity missed there, Justin, for those other players. And maybe it's because Sarah's his mother.
There's another heal.
But while he was in Tokyo, they should have gone Smash.
Okay.
That's
So first
where
let's
the
give you
turning
a 3
point
from
was.
4 to
Yeah.
7.
Bumps all the
You
way
go
back
down.
up to 7 health.
9 to
So
8.
right
And you
now,
get a nice
he's sitting
energy.
pretty a little bit with the in the
Would you like
driver's
to
seat
stay
with
in
those
Tokyo?
11
Yep.
points.
Okay. Nothing to do with your energy. Moving on to you whenever you're ready.
Okay.
You gain 2
All right,
points
Claire.
since you just started your turn in that beautiful
Come on,
Tokyo.
Claire.
So I mean, well, I guess it's less beautiful now,
Do
but
some smashing.
still a nice place for you to stay at.
It's all burning. There's fire everywhere.
Couple
As
twos.
it is with most monster destructions.
Yes. It can happen. Seen the movies. No use for hearts.
No.
So.
Yeah, there
Oh,
we go. There we
that's a
go.
big turn.
Keep those smashes.
3 smashes. That deals 3 damage to everyone.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Oh, she
So,
does it. There's a
here's
4
first
smash
energy.
with 2 more
You
energy.
both take 4 damage. Kitty going from 10 to 6. Alien going from 7 to 3.
Claire making her presence known.
huge
Would you like to do anything with your energy?
Can I buy rapid healing?
Yes,
Is
you
that what
can.
it is?
Yes.
3.
Smart move there by Claire, picking up that rapid
1, 2,
healing.
3.
Great way for her not to
Eyes
have
on
to,
me.
because she's in Tokyo, she can't
I
heal,
worked with kids
but
before.
she can buy it through her power
Strucky.
effect.
Before
does the
resolving
rapid
your
healing do?
dice, you may spend 2 energy to change 1 die to any result of your choice.
Ooh.
Rapid healing, you spend 2
Everything done on
energy,
your turn,
gain
looks
1
like?
health.
Okay.
The more you know out there, Twitch followers.
I think I need some points at this point. And that is not doing it.
Ooh, there's
that works.
3
Okay,
3s.
So we got 2 attack on you. You go from 8 to 6. We got 3 points for you, going from 2
Gonna
to
use their
5,
rapid healing right now.
and a whole energy.
Yes. I will buy stretchy.
But first,
Oh, sorry.
would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you may buy
Then
stretchy.
I'll buy stretchy. In the burning city.
Getting stretchy.
We have acid attack.
In
You
Tokyo.
add an attack to each of your rolls. That is
Acid
a
attack.
mandatory.
Oh no.
You're up.
A little bit of everything right there for Ben. Couple hearts, got a smash,
What health am I at?
and an energy
You are
as
at 3.
well.
Mecha Dragon's at 6, and so is Cyber Kitty. Turn rich in healing.
Getting that
3
health.
to 8.
Wow. keeps
1
him alive.
energy.
But again, this is what's interesting.
And would you like to do anything with that?
Nope, that's all.
Okay.
Is
Your
Claire,
turn.
because you're
Here's
so
another
aggressive,
lovely
forces
destructive
them
day in
to
Tokyo,
just
going
heal,
2 points
and now
up.
she's picking up points and will continue to be on the attack, I'd assume. So she's in a good position right now, even though she's not showing a lot.
Lots of hearts.
Lots of hearts.
Yep, I don't need those.
Can't really do much though.
Yeah. Waste all my die on hearts that I don't.
Throw a little smash, Claire.
hit
Throw a little
off.
smash.
There's
There
2
we go,
more.
There's 2 more.
What is this? To keep the heart.
There's a paw to the
3 more.
Full of love. See?
Nope.
Yeah.
Just the 3.
Okay, nothing with
Okay.
the points or with the healing, but 3 damage to both of you, bringing Cyber Kitty from 6 down to 3.
Forcing
Alien
Ben
at 8,
and Sarah
back down
to
to
be on the
5.
defensive.
Nothing to do with the energy.
That's
So
interesting
we'll move on
because
to the next person.
Ben's so close with victory points. Does that change the way he thinks about it? Now do I have to heal a little more?
She's gonna have to take those hearts.
Those are some pretty good looking 2s though.
Whoa.
Okay. So you go from 5 to 8 with the 3 points from the 2s and 2. You get 1 health going from 3 up to 4 and 1 damage to you, bringing you from 6 to 5. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Yes.
Okay. Anything to do with the energy? No. On to the next.
All right, Ben.
All right, Ben. Let's see what he can do. Again, on the defensive here. An ideal roll would be 2
Some
hearts and
numbers
maybe
are
some more
this-
points.
Man, I keep saying attack. I want to say claws now. Claw and a heart.
I love monsters. I love giant monsters. I just do.
Ooh.
Hairy, scaly, fire-breathing, whatever. Giant monsters are my favorite. I would ride a giant monster into work if I could.
Okay, that was the final roll. So, 2 healing going from 5 to 7.
So that's
1 attack to you going from 5 to 4.
kind of
Energy,
a
no
bust
points.
for Benton, and
Would
this
you
could
like
be
to
it
take
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I do anything with the energy?
Nope.
This could
Up
be
to
it.
you.
If Claire has a good roll, this is going to be the
It's now the
game.
beginning of
Well,
another.
close.
Another day in Tokyo.
It's another day in Tokyo. You know, fires, screaming, yelling,
Yep.
National Guard.
All it has
She's
to,
on
she's
fireworks
got
at the Eiffel Tower thing.
It will be on soon. Don't worry.
2 more turns and she could end
I'll have to
this,
draw fire on it.
depending on how good of a smasher she
dragon will
is.
breathe
You think she's a
fire.
good smasher, Justin?
Okay. 1 victory point isn't too good. Gotta re-roll numbers. Okay, what's that? Claw, can't
There's a
heal.
second smash.
And
All
one
right.
more.
Come on, big smashes, big smashies.
There's another one.
Three claws.
Okay.
No points, no healing, 1 energy. 3 attack to both of you. So, Kitty, you go from 4 to 1. Alienoid, you go from 7 to 4.
Ooh.
Would you like to do anything with your energy?
Use your rapid healing.
No.
Okay.
Use it.
Uh-oh.
Moving on.
She can use that as an
On
instant,
hearts.
though, so that's good.
There's no hearts.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Wow. Chance to take Claire down. This could be a big reversal. This could be a
Before
huge
we were rolling
reversal.
so many hearts, and now like there's none.
There is no hearts.
Ooh.
Only Zool.
Okay, so no points, but you go down 3, bringing you from 4 to 1.
Okay.
You go up from 1 to 2, no points gained. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
No.
Yes.
Pretty sure 1 health.
You are now
Thank you.
out. Let's move you up here.
Gigasaur
Yeah.
shaking in
Go
his
in,
gigas.
Giving you a point.
Darts out
Would you like to do
Tokyo.
anything with your energy?
You could have done way better with
I
that.
know. I
Off to you.
All right, Ben. First roll on the docket. Couple smashes. 3
He's gonna
smashes.
smash his mom. You can't do that. It's Mama. Don't No, that's Mom.
I'm gonna go for 2 energy.
Denton, she feeds you.
Win right here.
Revealing all of them.
No. Oh, he picked it up. Oh, what a gentleman. You
Okay,
will
we
get
saw
your
the best
college
first. So,
allowance.
that is, wow. 4 energy right there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
1 attack, bringing you down
Wow.
from 2 to
He looked
1.
at his mom
You
and-
go up from 4 to 5. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Dude, why not just keep the smashes?
Because she swaddled you at birth.
Okay, you move
That's
out.
why.
You move in. Order matters.
That's not a good enough reason
Going
for
from
me.
11
Yes,
to
it
12.
is.
Now, would you like to do anything with your energy?
Yes, I'll buy the high altitude bombing.
Okay, you all take 3 damage.
Oh, there we go.
Ending the game with those
There we go.
explosion, killing both Megasaur.
Oh, that's why he doesn't
well
smash.
annoyed. Just strives to land. So, good job, man. You have won.
So
Congratulations,
good.
Grant.
Yeah, good game. Good game.
You won with an amazing buy. Congrats. You're going to Vegas.
Wow.
Good luck there. And gals, thank you so much for
Proved
playing.
me
and have a
right,
great rest of the
wrong,
day.
man.
And thank you all for playing at this regional.
Thanks, CJ. Thank you.
Anytime. Freeze frame.
Yep, he bought the high altitude
And-
bombing to get him to victory right there.
That was awesome. That was
Oh
such
man,
a
That was
good
actually-
ending.
that's
No, seriously,
that's
because,
just a
like,
good
why
move
not
right there.
Killing her. I was like, oh.
That was insane. Just as we thought Denton was looking at his mother saying no.
I was questioning him. I was not entirely sure what he was doing. Proves me wrong. Uses the energy to buy the high altitude bombing. That's -3 to all the opponents.
I had no
That
idea
was-
what I was not even paying attention. That's why you look at the cards in the center. That is why you look at the cards in the
And
center.
I do have a problem in this game to overlook those cards.
You do, you do. That was amazing. Just really coming out of nowhere. For a while, the turns were, it looked like Claire was really in the driver's seat. She had put Benton and Sarah in, on the defensive. Nothing they could do. And then all of a sudden, Sarah deals a little bit of damage to her. She has to hop out of Tokyo. And in comes Benton with that crazy roll. I have a
very
question.
interesting game.
If Mrs. Gillerman, wherever you are, I know you're watching, if you had to play with your mom, would you smash her?
With a trip
Would
to
you
Ve-
smash your
with
mom
a
with a trip to Vegas on the line?
On a trip to Vegas, you got to do what you can to win the game.
Wow, that's messed up. That is messed up. At least I like that Benton went about the chivalrous way and decided just to card them to doom. High altitude bombing coming in clutch. May have to be a game changer. J-Man, that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Newport, Kentucky is awesome.
It's so far so good.
So far so good. Hey, so Vegas.
Yes.
October 28th. He is going with a chance to compete for a whole lot of cash prizes as well as some other prizes. Let's hear what he has to say from our gamer on the ground.
All right, everyone. Hey, it's Christian with Unrivaled at Newport TV. Standing here with Benton, our regional winner for King of Tokyo. Benton, how's it feel, man?
Feels great. I'm excited to have won. It was a close game.
I mean, I feel like King of Tokyo is kind of like that, You battle it out, and then it is standing victorious.
Yeah, with 1 hit point left at the end, and I was really worried I was going to lose by points, but managed to be the last one standing.
Yeah, speaking of being the last one standing, how's it feel to be the youngest regional player? 16, man. You're making it there.
It feels amazing, yeah. I don't know what to say.
How's it feel to be disowned at 16?
I'm not sure if she wanted to send me anymore.
Say, awesome, man. No, it's always great. Big shout out to you and your family. So it's always great for TV, getting to see a little family affair. Hopefully, Mom, after this defeat, licks her wounds and then's proud of you for taking it home.
Yeah, yep.
Any shout outs you want to give to the family since you're here?
Thank my parents for bringing me here and letting me know about the tournament.
We're going to bring Mama in here for a second. Mama, hey, tell us about that. Tell us about the loss/victory here.
It was pretty amazing. He said something right at the end. He's like, oh, I'm just going to go for energy, and then I'm going to win this thing. And I was like, how's he going to do that? And then, bam, he just bombed us all. I was like, oh, that's how he's going to do that. It was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
So I told him he's disowned, but hopefully yeah, okay, definitely.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing. We're already working on it.
So, I mean, luckily you got that flight to Vegas, so new life in Vegas, it'll be good.
So, no, hey, like I told your son, thank you so much for coming out. It's always great to have a family affair, you know, great for TV and see you guys just having fun. That's what board games are about, having fun, you know, sitting down. So anyone at home, you know, talk to mom, talk to dad, talk to brother, sister. Hey, you know, make a new brother or sister, you know, have them come out and play and have fun, because that's what this family did. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We're going to head back to Justin and Tim.
Thanks, Christian. Family drama right there, disownment.
He ain't getting no green beans no more, is what I like to say. I think it's actually a good thing that his mom is gonna have to go with him to Vegas.
Yes.
You know, just to make sure you guys stay in line on, you know, when you're out there. A huge congratulations to him.
Yeah.
What a game by Benton. What a game by all of our players. We had a lot of fun today.
As I drop my pen.
You're dropping the pen, dropping
Live
the mic,
TV.
dropping the dice. J-Man, where are we next week?
We are in Chicago.
We are in Chicago. This is crazy. This is so cool. One of my home city-ish, I like to say. So another week of fantastic Unrivaled games coming at you in Chicago. We will continue after that going to the final trek to Minneapolis before we take about 3 weeks to summon all of our power.
And get ready, put all our time and effort in getting ready for the Vegas finals.
Vegas is going to be epic. Vegas is going to be epic. I just
It's
hope
going
I
to be
can go.
definitely going to be some epic spell wars.
I hope I can go, and there's going to be epic spell wars. What do you think? Is that handshake done? Are you bringing me or no? You have to. You shook on it. You have to bring me. You're bringing me.
Dang it.
We're going to Vegas. 6 great games. Continue more play. Justin, anything else you want to say?
See you next week in Chicago.
See you in Chicago.
Las Vegas is home to Tabletop Championships in October. The Unrivaled Tournament Series conquers the Strip with hundreds of players competing in 6 games. Ascension, King of Tokyo, Munchkin, Nevermore, Epic Spell Wars 2, and Villagers and Villains. All for the chance to win part of the $250,000 prize pool. It all takes place on October 28th in the Jubilee Theater starting at 5 o'clock. Join us in person or watch us live at umba.tv and check out unrivaled.com for a full schedule of events. Looking forward to seeing you there.